Deep into the eyes, read them like a book. Trapped inside a prison, gotta free them like a crook. Make off with the loot, made off for the joke. Treated like these cowards never needed what we took, and we repeat it like a hook. Caught in the deep, come back like Wheezy. Card 3, sensation. Wait, then pause the beat. Eyes don't lie, truth still hard to see. They're begging me to show them, they're saying that I owe them, but I'll never give it up. Not for you, not for no one. Foreign ride, touring, soaring, open road, exploring.
Yeah, welcome to the show. This is Smoke the Competition, and I'm your host, Eric Sojash. Thank you for checking us out. Please subscribe to the channel, it's greatly appreciated. You could also give us a follow on Twitter at Sojash Sports. In today's episode, I'm jumping right into the 2024 draft. It's right around the corner. I can't wait. So much excitement built around this draft. Got so much hype with the quarterbacks, the wide receiver class. It's going to be a phenomenal draft class. I just feel it. After watching all these college kids do their thing, I just can't wait to see what they can do at the next level. In today's episode, we're going to be breaking down my favorite draft prospects in this class. I got 5 players that I want to go through. I've already broken them down in some of my previous videos. Check those out. But I'm going to go into more details as to why these 5 players stand out to me. Like I said, I think this is a very special draft class, especially at the top. But there are some hidden gems that you can find in the second round, maybe even beyond. I think some of those players are on my list here. So sit back, relax, enjoy the show. Once again, this is Smoke the Competition. I'm Eric Sojash. Let's go. Washington quarterback, Michael Penix Jr.
Launching for the end zone. Forget being patient. Odunze.
That down there in the end.
Yeah. Penix from the pocket. Spins free. Trying to mirror Dave Williams' creativity. Launches the end zone. Caught. One. Penix backpedaling. Escaping and has to just heave it downfield. What a creative play in the move to West.
Penix going deep. Odunze.
Kicking things off here with Michael Penix Jr., quarterback out of Washington. Man, I'm a huge fan of Penix Jr. This kid is phenomenal. That left hand throws people off, but don't hate on that. This kid is just special. Special thrower of the football, special athlete, phenomenal touch. He can throw layered passes. I think he's the best deep throw baller in the draft. Probably the best pure pocket passer coming out of this draft class. People are saying he can slip into the second round. I think that's hogwash. Michael's going to go in the first round. I can see him going in the first top 15 picks. I'm really high on his talent. Just look at the stats, man. The last 2 seasons, he was phenomenal at Washington, coming off of 65% completion, 9,554 yards, 67 touchdowns to 19 interceptions. Just eye-popping stats. The kid is an absolute stud. I think his best fit at the next level is with the Minnesota Vikings and Coach Kevin O'Connell running that offense. Justin Jefferson catching passes as the number 1. Jordan Addison catching passes in number 2, and Hawkinson in the mix as the tight end. Perfect fit for Michael Penix Jr. Let's go. Oregon running back, Bucky Irving.
Oregon looking to answer after the big third quarter for Texas Tech. Running play and second efforts, and Irving is in. It's a touchdown.
The way Nick's is.
Second and 11. Bucky Irving's going to be able to get something big off the left side and more breaking a tackle. Irving splitting defenders and getting it all back and more. First down, Ducks.
5.
Bucky Irving skips through the line, bounce it to the outside. Irving to the corner. He's in. Touchdown, Oregon.
You see Bucky missing, making people miss and breaking tackles. There's 1. There's 2.
All right, the next player I want to break down is the running back out of the University of Oregon, Bucky Irving. I've been a big Bucky fan since following him in 2022, and he hasn't disappointed. 2 back-to-back dominant seasons, totaling 342 rushes, 2,238 yards, a whopping 6.5 yards per carry, and 16 touchdowns. That's just his rushing stats. This guy's also a receiving back. He's a true dual threat. I believe he will translate really well at the next level. I have him comped to someone like Kyron Williams. People aren't seeing him coming out of college. He's not one of the top ranked backs. I believe I have him ranked higher than consensus. He's my 4th back on the board here. Bucky's going to be a top running back in my opinion. He's going to translate really well. Best landing spot for him is with the Cincinnati Bengals. They just let Joe Mixon walk. Get Bucky in the building. I believe he can do everything Mixon did and more. He's a little undersized, but he makes up for that with his shiftiness and his quickness. And like I said, he's a great receiving back. Bucky Irving, have a look for him. I'm a big fan. Florida State wide receiver Keon Coleman.
Jordan Travis throwing in a single coverage, and the catch made. They keep firing those jump balls, and that time Keon Coleman brought it down for the touchdown.
Football playoff and putting Florida State back where their fans think they should be at.
Travis wants to take a shot for Coleman. In stride. House call. Touchdown. Right there. Travis on 3rd and long. Got time. Flings one. Caught by Coleman. His second catch. Down the sideline as he avoids the tackler. Hurdles the defender and taken down inside the...
All right, the next player on my must-watch list is wide receiver out of Florida State, Keon Coleman. Man, I think this kid is phenomenal. Absolute just athlete, freakish athlete. He's a leaper. One of those dual threats. He could play basketball. He could play football. He just chose football as his thing to do now, and he's doing it at a very high level. He's about to get paid millions of dollars to do it, and I believe Keon is going to excel. He's got the body frame. He's got the hands. He's got the athleticism, and like I said, just a freak athlete. In the red zone, he's a threat. Back shoulder fades, jump passes. Just get him anything in his radius, and he's going to catch it. Over the last 2 seasons, he's put up 108 receptions for 1,456 yards and 18 touchdowns. Not a lot of targets, not a lot of stats in college, but I believe what he showed is the ability to produce when targeted. He'll take that to the next level and just explode with the right team. I think the best situation for him right now is with the Los Angeles Chargers, Justin Herbert, and Coach Harbaugh. They can get something rolling there. And like I said, with that big body receiver, I think Herbert's used to throwing to a man this size. Young, fresh Keon Coleman and Justin Herbert, look out for that. That's going to be a dangerous combination. Western Kentucky wide receiver Malachi Corley.
Phenomenal job so far.
Reed on 2nd down. Check it down again. Corley breaking free. Corley high steps his way across the 50. There goes Corley inside the 10. He will take it all the way. Corley, touchdown West. Ball slips as he goes in motion. Fling it to the outside. Corley on the screen. Corley, who was dominated in the first half, breaking tackles again. Corley takes it inside.
Occurrence. Quick shot, left side. There's Malachi Corley. First guy misses. Second guy misses. Across the 50. Flag in the play. He's free. Bye-bye. Malachi Corley. Off to the races.
All right, next player I want to break down is Western Kentucky University wide receiver Malachi Corley. This kid is phenomenal. He doesn't get talked about nearly enough. Just on a grander scale, I don't hear his name thrown out there enough, but I think he is a phenomenal wide receiver. Just that Debo-esque body type. I believe he's about 5'11", but a whopping 215 pounds. He plays every inch of that weight, running through arm tackles, just Deboing players all over the field. If you get an arm on him, you better call for help, because he's going to stiff arm you, he's going to shoulder you, he's going to truck you, as they say in the Madden world, and he's going to keep on running down the field. He's got great speed for that size, pretty good hands, really good in the screen game. He's pretty much everything they had at Western Kentucky over the last 2 years, putting up 180 receptions, 2,277 yards, and 22 touchdowns. Just an absolute phenomenal player. I believe at the next level he's going to translate really easily, especially if he lands with a team like the Kansas City Chiefs, who are in need of a receiver who can definitely use someone with that yak ability. I think this guy's going to be phenomenal. If he lands with Patrick Mahomes and Andy Reid, it's going to be a problem. Let's go, Malachi Corley. Michigan defensive back Mike Sainristil.
Penix looks the other direction down the seam. It's intercepted by Sainristil. Mikey Sainristil has a couple of blockers. A convoy. Michigan set up inside the 10. Mikey Sainristil.
Westover is open. It's almost a check down. At least would have had maybe a chance. But instead he
hasn't allowed a 4th down conversion all year. Screen. Denied. And that ball's in the hands of Sainristil. Mikey Sainristil taking it all the way.
All right, last but not least, out of the University of Michigan, we got defensive back Mike Sainristil. Man, this player is phenomenal. I believe he's one of the most unique players in the draft. He's one of those Mr. Do-It-All utility players. He played a little bit of offense, a little bit of defense for the University of Michigan. Whatever they needed him to do, he was able to step in and fulfill that role. He eventually did settle in as a full-time defensive player and led the team all the way to a national championship. This guy's got charisma. He can interview well, very good captain. He can lead your team on the next level. I believe he's going to translate really well. My NFL team for him is the Philadelphia Eagles with the Vic Fangio taking over. That team is in desperate need of some leadership and some, better play on the back end. I believe Mike will provide that for him. He's coming off 2 great seasons at Michigan, totaling 102 tackles, 13 passes defensed, 4 sacks, 2 forced fumbles, and 7 INTs. Just an all-around player that can do a little bit of everything for you. So let's go, Mike. I think you'll be dominant at the next level. Can't wait to see what you can do. Well, that concludes today's episode. Thank you for checking us out. Once again, it's greatly appreciated. Please subscribe to the channel. Also give us a follow on Twitter at Sojash Sports. Once again, I'm Eric Sojash. Peace, love, and let's continue to smoke the competition.
Deep into the eyes, read them like a book. Trapped inside a prison, gotta free them like a crook. Make off with the loot, made off for the joke. Treated like these cowards never needed what we took, and we repeat it like a hook. Caught in the deep, come back like Wheezy. The card 3, sensation. Wait, then pause the beat. Eyes don't lie, truth still hard to see. They're begging me.